Today I am working on a project that fits within the permaculture principle of turn problems into solutions. There is a brown spot right about there that, when wider than 2 inches like I'm looking at it right now, is probably a lot more visible. And that is where the neighborhood all throws their yard waste down. And so I am working on creating an access path and garden ledge starting right here from the second stairwell. We're actually below the guardrail. The guardrail's right through there. So this is that retainer wall that I went ahead and built this much of it last time. Whoopsie, I bumped you, sorry. And this time I'm extending it. You can see quite a lot of extension. But right now I'm just doing the groundwork, also known as the part that's literally at the ground, in order to get it walk-onable. It is a little bit like a tightrope in a way. And what I've done to get the pole wood is right over there. That is staghorn sumac that apparently needs to be a good 50-foot tall before it's going to fruit, and I'm not planning on letting it do that. I brought home a precocious staghorn sumac that I just introduced. We're going to turn around again. Aren't you glad you're on a gimbal? I just put the pot for that right in there. So, because it does root through the bottom of that pot, that's going to be perfect. Turning you back around, let me watch so that I don't get you too dizzy and crazy here. We're going to turn one more time. Sorry for kind of changing my mind of what I was showing you there. Trying to hold this tree out of the way. There is a cluster of staghorn sumac that wish to be very, very, very tall before they fruit right through here. It's a native tree, and one of the things that it does is re-sprout after being cut down extremely well. So these have been growing for probably 15, 16 years now, although possibly maybe just 8 years, because I don't know if the neighbor that lived right over there was coming down and pollarding all of this. I was not until more recently. Pollarding means cutting at about 5 to 7 foot tall. Sometimes 3 to 4 foot tall, but at any rate, compost is cut off straight at the ground and letting it regrow from there. Pollarded is cutting it slightly above where the deer easily reach to, so, or whatever primary browse animal you have, and so that it's starting its growth a bit above that, so that it can get a good head start. So that's what I've done. I've pollarded a good many of the pole wood that I can more easily reach. It improves the view, does not reduce the root quantity into the hill, and there are certain trees that are better at this than others, better at coping with this than others. One of them is the sumac family. Another one is what I'm holding out of the way right here. That's black walnut. Although, if you heavily pollard this, it will release more of its allelopathic jugulans. I'm sorry, I will translate that for you, into the soil. The allelopathic means compound that inhibits growth of other plants. Jugulans is the specific compound that comes from the jugulans family, which is hickories and walnuts. Specifically, also pecans, but they're not as bad. They each have a different potency, and black walnut is one of the higher potencies for it. Pecan least, and hickories are about in the middle. So, back to this, I have some more pole wood that I just cut and trimmed, and I'm going to extend it a bit more. We're going to try and have all this in the frame. and you can watch me work for a couple minutes here. It's gonna end while I'm away, so just enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Go. I don't know if you're still recording or